Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Portland River Hogs. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Portland River Hogs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now Bell. Bell sheds him off. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards.
That's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and split.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Murray trying again after the pick six. David Johnson here on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when you get...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Murray now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 76 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 25-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Murray now to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack on first down, Murray, and he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second and 7, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Number 53. Number 53. Here we go.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that is incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He gets this one to Johnson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 1, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Darnold. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. To throw is Murray. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a first half. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Andy Isabella as the first half is winding down. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray, that's caught by Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. First down, Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Open man is Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, the throw taken in by Cole. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 35 on second down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First down. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
Tight, tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle there by Brian Poole. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From the 45 on second down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Tighten up.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Darnold under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw is Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Taylor. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, Taylor going to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to